Again, welcome. Episode 57 of the Drunken Guardian Gaming Podcast. That's what I get.
One fucking strand of
And
those.
then,
Just one.
so today we got a new co-host, Leticia. Say hi, Leticia.
Hi.
Again, the second time. And then there's Boneless Bones, Kevin.
What's going on, guys? Boneless
Randy,
Bones.
Randy Ragnarok, and the Sober Guardian, Danny.
Hey.
Yeah. So
What-
I was mentioning before I realized that my mic, our mics was off. We're going to be talking about Gamescom some more because we were in the middle of Gamescom last week and we talked about a couple of stuff that was revealed, but there was a bunch more that was revealed after our show. So we're going to talk more about some of the videos that they showed on Thursday and Friday. Thursday and Friday. But before we get into that real quick, just we're not going to talk about who's playing what right now, but what are we drinking real quick before we get into the videos? If we are drinking.
I'm drinking sake. It's in this nice, pretty ass bottle.
Have you actually
then-
tasted it yet? Since you said you haven't tried it before.
No, I just have the shot
Oh,
here just in
yeah.
case.
Well, try it.
Do it right
Just,
now,
give us
live.
a little raw view of
Mhm.
you.
It tastes like piss.
This is gonna fuck me up, and I'm not even gonna know it.
Ooh.
I'm gonna get real. It's gonna be violent,
It
Kevin,
can.
in like 3 shots.
It can. If it's the right one, it will sneak up on you.
That sounds gross.
Not bad.
What about
Not
you,
bad.
Danny?
Danny Random. I call him Random.
Danny Random. No,
Man.
I'm sorry, drunk
Sober
Danny, or
Guardian.
Water, I'm assuming.
No, Sprite.
Nasty,
Oh.
the nasty White
Oh.
Claw.
Yo, he hit you with the mix, bro.
He's drinking a virgin White Claw.
Yeah,
Asian white
that's
claw.
pretty
There
much.
you go.
Pretty much. Randy, what about you?
Goose and grapefruit tonic in the
Ugh,
dogfish head thing.
Grapefruit. Ooh,
It's really
tonic.
really
Ooh,
fucking
never
good.
mind. Even worse.
It's really
Soda.
fucking good. And
Yeah.
also, I had to like kind of buy a bottle last minute, so they didn't have like the standard sizes, so I bought the tiny one.
It's cute.
So this is what I'm working with right now.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure by the end of this, I'm gonna be like done with it.
Okay. Yeah. That's you could go through that pretty quickly. Letty, are you
Yeah,
drinking
this is-
anything tonight?
I just have some pink Moscato. That's
Pink
it.
Moscato. Hey, that's something.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Cool. I got myself mezcal. I'm lazy today. I didn't want to do a cocktail, so I'm straight up mezcal. That's me.
What's the wine that tastes like apple juice?
Cider.
Apple juice.
No, fuck you. There's a wine. It's like
He's not wrong.
there's a wine. It's exactly like apple juice. What the name is that? Can't
You-
remember. Fuck
How
it.
about you just put apple juice
I
and
wanna know
vodka
that
and
one.
call it a day?
Actually, I've been meaning to try that.
Like what?
Just see what like
I
okay,
think
'cause
the
like a
screwdriver.
screwdriver. No, screwdriver is orange juice and vodka. And you
Yeah.
have your fucking vodka cran.
Yeah.
But would it pair well with apple juice?
I
'Cause
would
Well,
it's,
then
think.
we're
it's
gonna find out.
too-
I would
I
think
mean,
so.
yes, but at the same time, it's like it's really tart.
Well, the
Yeah.
problem with apple juice is apple juice tends to take the flavor of whatever it's in. That's why it's used as a filler in a lot of juices. It's always have apple juice in it.
So you wouldn't taste the vodka as much.
But you probably only taste vodka.
Oh, so you
Well,
I
that's
thought
what
you
I'm
meant
here
I thought
for.
you meant that like it'll take over the vodka flavor.
No.
Okay.
It's used as a filler, like water instead.
Yeah.
So they say they have all juice. They just apple
Oh.
juice instead.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So it
well,
might-
Randy,
Oh, I
try
might
that
try
next
it.
episode.
Yeah.
Buy another little bottle of Grey Goose, little bottle of apple juice.
Yo, Randy, can you put a little screwdriver in there too?
A little screwdriver. Oh, fun little thing.
Mm.
Last Saturday, I was working brunch, and
Mhm.
someone asked me for a virgin mimosa.
Nice.
It's just orange juice.
That's just
Sorry,
orange
juice.
juice. How do you? She goes, I want a mimosa, but I can't have alcohol, so could I just have it virgin? And I was like, so orange juice? And she's like, no, a virgin mimosa. And I'm like, you
Well,
dumb fuck, it's orange juice.
Wait,
know what
well,
you
you
charge?
wait till you
put-
get
you
asked for
put
a
orange-
virgin martini.
Put orange juice. You do orange juice and salsa.
Just to give it the bubbles, right?
Yeah, to give it the bubbles.
No,
You got it, right?
There's been virgin mimosas, virgin screwdrivers.
The virgin screwdriver is funny. 'cause
Yeah, there
pronouncing
was what was it? A virgin vodka cran, which I'm like, you're literally a fucking dumbass at that point. And what the hell else was there? I'm trying to think of like some other things that like were really stupid that people asked for virgin.
Can I ask a question? Do you charge them
Original
like regular?
Yo, yeah,
regular price?
you're getting a fucking $7 orange juice as opposed to like a fucking $3 glass. Like, that's your own fault. You wanted a virgin mimosa, so I'm gonna put in
Okay.
virgin mimosa and charge you $7.
Yeah, yeah. That sounds
McDonald's
about
has the
right.
same thing. If you order sausage, egg, and cheese with no egg, it costs way more than if you order a sausage biscuit with cheese.
Sausage and biscuit.
It's the
course.
same exact thing.
You
If,
pay the price to be stupid, honestly.
if you go, I want a sausage and cheese with no egg, and they give you it, they charge you.
All right,
But you-
McDonald's aside.
You worked at McDonald's, you know.
What was that? 25 years ago?
Right? It's your first job. You ever been?
That was my first job.
So some TDG lore.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna go into our first game. The game trailer that they showed was very interesting. It was called Serial Killers. Did you guys
Cleaners,
take a look?
cleaners.
Sorry,
Serial
killers.
cleaner.
Serial cleaners. Yeah. So it looked like some weird, like, I guess not turn-based. How do you? I wouldn't even know how to describe this. Anybody have an
action.
idea?
Character base.
Okay, so I
Go
put
ahead,
the
Randy.
4 games it reminded me of.
Yeah.
So Hotline Miami,
Uh-huh.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Diablo,
Yeah.
Okay.
XCOM,
Yeah.
mainly
okay.
like because of the view and like all the character shit.
Yeah. Top
and
downish
also
view.
yeah, and fucking the isometric thing, and
Yep.
the viscera cleanup detail.
The
Have you
what?
ever played that?
Yeah,
Viscera
I know.
cleanup detail. It's
I
pretty much just
don't know
a
that one.
cleaning simulator where like you show up to a crime scene and you have to like pick up all the body parts, clean up all the blood, make sure everything is like that's infected is like burnt and whatever. It's a cute game. It's a huge time sink,
I don't
but
remember.
Mhm.
it's very gory. So
Yeah.
it reminds me of all of those except that like that I guess with the different characters, like everyone has their kind of perks and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, that seemed interesting, and it went through each character too, which was kind of cool.
Uh-huh.
They didn't really tell exactly what they're doing, but at the same time, they kind of gave them a background of like their style of cleanup and stuff.
Yeah,
And that's
their
pretty much
skills and
all you're
whatnot.
doing. All you're doing is strategizing a cleanup of a murder scene of some sense, and then you try not to
Mhm.
get caught.
yeah, because technically being a cleaner, like you got to make sure that it's illegal as shit, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
No,
So,
really?
I-
I thought it was legal. They get paid for this.
I
I
thought
mean,
murder
fucking,
was
there
legal.
no, there are those that do clean up crime scenes, and then there are those
Yeah.
that just like cover up murders,
Yeah.
and you're covering up
And
murders here.
make friends.
So I think it was pretty fun, honestly.
I wasn't that impressed. I mean, it's
No?
a fun concept, but it's something that you play. I feel like you play once, and you
Yeah.
you play it and go, okay, this is cute. I get it, and then you fucking never put it up. I don't see
Yeah.
much after like. Yeah, I get it. There'll be more people and more ways to try to sneak around and all that stupid shit, but the fun level is not really there to me. I think again, pick it up, you play it a little bit, you go, okay, I get it.
It
What's
looks
next?
more like fun with friends, if anything.
Mhm.
Or speedrunners. I can see a lot of
Or
speedrunners
speedrunners
having
too,
fun
yeah,
with this
definitely.
too.
I can see that.
Although I'll tell you this, I wouldn't pay more than like $15 for that game.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. But,
Yeah.
I agree.
Maybe a quick Steam thing because you're bored.
Yeah.
Or something.
You got some time to kill. So
I think it was on Steam.
Yeah, and the Epic
There's
Store.
like a '90s version of it.
Hmm?
This is like the sequel to it. The original one was like came out in the '90s.
Ooh. Which
There's
game?
this is a
Yeah.
sequel?
Yeah,
This
it
is a
is.
sequel?
That's funny.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm hyped for it. It looks fun to me.
Huh.
This is the type of mundane thing that you just do over and over that you could just play and not care about.
So have you played Viscera Cleanup Detail?
No, but now I want
'Cause
to.
you would love that shit.
Okay. So let Letty and Randy are feeling the game. What about you, Kevin?
It kind of reminds me of a game that I guess most of you guys seen, but I would be surprised if you played. My friend Pedro from
Mm,
how
Yeah.
for how goofy
the
the
art
game is.
style,
The
yeah.
art style, yeah.
Yeah, yo, when Bob, like the last character they announced, was literally on the blood, just going down to the elevator, I was like, oh, you already. I was like, it went from a 4 to a 10 for me just for that.
So we know who Kevin's playing.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna play it. I love wasting my time on games like that and
Mhm.
like finding out like the best way to run it. Like, my God.
That'd be a good Steam Deck game. Something to
Yeah.
play while you're
Yeah,
in.
something to
Yeah.
carry around.
There we
Train,
go. Fucking
Remote
Danny over
Because
there
for
making us
me,
know.
it'd be a good phone game. I think that's why I was saying phone, but they probably won't Probably need a little bit bigger.
Well, I guess
'cause
it's a
it's
good time
little
to say
fucking
that
tiny.
we are being paid by Steam Deck right now to. No, we're not. I wish we were.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
we're
I
calling
was
them.
about.
We are.
So we
Fucking
have
bitch.
right now, all 5 of us, the early access version of Steam Deck. Imagine.
Pull up
Yeah,
the,
right.
pull up the
Pull
Switch.
it up right now.
Yeah, right. Hold on. Here you go.
I have
And
the I have the
this is it.
screenless version.
The screen.
Ooh.
First
Okay.
off,
Yeah.
if that was to happen, I'd be blowing it. I'd be like, it's the best fucking thing ever. Oh my god, how come we don't have it?
It's the best thing since sliced bread.
Oh, fuck the PS5. See you flip it.
Yeah. For me, I think I'm kind of with Danny on this. Like, it seems an interesting like one time and then that's it, move on. Especially because me and Danny, at least I know me and Danny, we're always jumping from game to game. We kind of ADD from the next game to the next game like really quickly. So it's
I'm
not
at the
something
end
I
of
put so much time.
Psychonauts too, and I don't
Oh
know if
yeah.
I can complete it because my ADD is like I already beat the game. I don't
We need to talk about that
In my
in the
head.
next episode. Like in the next episode, we need to talk about Psychonauts. Like,
Yeah,
because
there's
I
lots
think
of
right now you're the
spoilers.
only one
Can I
that played
get
it.
it?
Yeah.
Wait, if there's gonna be spoilers for Psychonauts 2, then I'm gonna drop spoilers for Rollins with you, Danny.
No,
Go
no,
ahead.
no spoilers.
ahead.
No spoilers
Okay.
for either
Okay.
game. No,
He has
fuck
one.
that.
Okay.
He
I
has
will
one
mute
job.
your
He's
Got
ass.
you by the
He has
balls right
one
now.
job is to play games. If after a month you haven't played it, it's your fault.
Okay, no, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
It's been a month. So Psychonauts 2, fine, that makes sense. It just came out.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. It's been a week,
but
but fine.
RPGs, you got to give me more time though, because I'm playing 2 MMOs right now, plus
really that
plus game reviews and
I mean,
et
you
cetera,
could-
et cetera.
What do you do in Final Fantasy? You tank, right?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I was gonna say just like fucking play and play. You have it for the Switch, but no.
Yeah,
tanking, you have to
yeah,
pay attention. If you were
no.
DPSing, then you could definitely do it.
Yeah, I got to focus on tanking. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so the next game we got is a third person kind of hack and slashes type game. Kind of gave me a god damn it. It was Berserk Soulstice. The game is Soulstice.
yeah,
You guys know what I'm
Berserk.
talking about. Because I was thinking about the ghosts and it was kind of giving me that vibe of fucking 2B, what was the game?
Near.
Near. Yeah, with the little robot
Nier
like flying
Automata.
around, like floating around with you and stuff. So like Near. So
Man,
you
just
got like a
fucking
little
said 2B.
companion like that's shooting with you and stuff like that. I
Mhm.
wasn't too like the graphics are nice. I wasn't too impressed with like the combat. Like it's nothing that I've never seen before because again it looked like Near to me. But what were you guys feeling on that one?
I want to go. This shit is dark as fuck. I don't care about the game. Brighten that bitch up and I'll watch it again.
Oh, dark. I
That
thought
was
you were talking about the lighting.
Yeah, the lighting was.
I
terrible.
thought you were talking.
Oh no, not
Like
gory wise.
grim.
Nah,
Yeah.
the game is it's extremely. For me, it was. I think I'm either blind or something, but I couldn't watch it. I was struggling. I was like, what is this? What is happening? Somebody died? That's
There's
a ghost?
Too many shadows.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's like a.
Which I mean, like I get the art design behind it, but at the same time, it's like,
Real lighting.
yeah, you could definitely use a lot more.
And then it just reminded me of like I want to play Devil May Cry better because that's what it was. The action hack and slash.
But
He's
it
doing
reminds
like
me more
That's
of
not good when a
DMC
game
though.
reminds you do you want to play something else instead.
Yeah, I'd rather just play Devil May Cry because it's just what they're copying off of, you know. And I think
Yeah.
there's another game. There's another game that he talked that hasn't come out yet, but there's another one that's just as crazy and it's coming out soon. And I'm like, I'd rather play those than this one that looks super basic. It just looks like there are a few steps behind Devil May Cry or whatever, or anything more inventive to what they've already done.
If you ever seen the old Berserk game for the PS2, that's what it was looking like.
Yeah, yeah.
That was
Except
it.
Berserk is a lot brighter.
Yeah.
Hey, it was dark as fuck.
Yeah.
You're right.
Randy, what'd you
It's
think?
like
I mean, it's if anything, it seems like another. It looks like a Souls-like, but that's kind of my interpretation of it.
it looks like the Souls, like but
yeah,
then
yeah,
it plays like a
Cause-
hack and slash. So
Yeah. When fucking Danny said Devil May Cry, like I do agree with that one, but I feel like it looks more of DMC than the other ones,
yeah,
and also
that's-
kind
yeah.
of like Neo, especially with like the little shit in the corner. Like I'm pretty sure you can switch like battle stances.
I will fuck you up if you say that again.
What I mean, what
Ain't
you
nothing like
you
that
can switch
bad.
your stances. I mean mechanic wise, not like
Oh.
fucking
Okay.
yeah.
I was choosing
It
violence.
almost reminds me of what the Project Zero, what the fuck that Final Fantasy game is trying to do right now.
The
Like
Oh,
start,
Origins?
stop.
Final
Yeah, the
Fantasy
Origin
Chaos?
one. Yeah, Origins. That's what it was. Origins. Chaos. Yeah,
Chaos.
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 But like super, but that's super dark, super everything kind of monotone, almost the same color. You know, and then trying to be a hack and slash game. I think Final
Mhm.
Fantasy doing it a little better, but because it's more.
Well, I feel like
inventive,
that's
but-
also an extreme bias, even if even if it is true.
maybe. That could be true too.
Mm. Letty, what about
I
you?
mean,
I
fuck.
didn't hear anything.
Your turn.
What about
Oh,
you?
sorry. Well, I kind of was into it. Yes, it is super dark, and it looks like they need to turn the brightness up. But the minute they said that the inspiration behind it was Berserk and the manga Claymore, that kind of like sold me on it.
Oh, Claymore. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Damn,
they said it
old
was a
school.
big
Yeah,
inspiration.
yeah.
So I was like, ooh, I kind of want to play now.
But the problem with like comparing it, because I saw that too. The problem with comparing it to that is that you can't meet that expectation. You're not gonna meet
Yeah.
that
No,
Claymore
they're
level.
not gonna.
Definitely.
No.
And
I wouldn't
maybe
buy
you can go Berserk if Berserk was older and it's a bit more monotone, like it's very basic with storyline, but it's diverse. But Claymore was just out there, and there's no way they're gonna do that. So I think they put their bar way too high on that, you know, by claiming that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Randy, did you get
It's-
to finish your thought?
No, I mean I'll just piggyback. I forgot what the fuck I was gonna say to begin with, but I'll
Yeah.
piggyback on what you said. It's a very like okay, say that you're inspired by it, but just leave it at that. Like if you want to compare yourself to Berserk and Claymore, like that's kind of a different thing. It said like, oh, like no, we drew inspiration from it, but that's as far as we went because those are two very, very, very high end things. I didn't know about the Claymore thing though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so the next game we got going is Eville. Eville. So that looked like fun for me, to be honest. It reminded me of like a more advanced version of the wow, I'm really bad with game titles today.
Among Us.
Among Us, yeah.
Among Us?
Wow, you're doing wonderful.
It's awful. I could describe a game forever, but I could never remember the titles. Yeah, it reminds
that
me of
messed up.
Among Us pretty much. Like you're running around, like these look like real people, and you're running around a town trying to find out who the killer is. People are killing, or someone is killing people in the town, and apparently, if you die, you still can play the game just like in the death worlds or whatever it is. So you're still doing stuff and missions
Bye-bye,
and
Danny.
whatnot. Oh, lost Danny for a bit. So yeah, that one seemed interesting. That's something that I would probably play. Hopefully that's something I could pick up after Among Us starts to die down, because I feel like it is starting to die down right now. Letty, what are your first thoughts on it first?
At first, I'm like, oh, okay, we just gotta figure out who the killer is. It reminds me of like a card game called Mafia. But the minute the spirit world part came in, and that you could still do stuff and affect what's going on in the real world, that sold me. I got so hyped. I was like, yes, I'm buying this game. This looks really fun.
You don't gotta just sit there and just wait for the match
Exactly.
to end.
Oh, I died. That's it. No, you could actually influence what's going on, and like give them hints of who's like the killer. That to me is awesome.
Yeah.
I want to piggyback on. I agree. When I first saw it, I'm like, oh, this is just Among Us. The capitalizing off Among Us. This is stupid. Like, I get what you're doing, but it's silly. I like the Fable-looking vibe it has,
Mhm.
but the second it
Yeah.
went into that underworld thing, it just, to me, the game completely changed. Because the worst part about Among Us is that boring point people quit. But at the same time, I think that's like they saw Among Us, they saw that game, and they said, "We can do this better," and they just copied everything it did. And I think that's, to me, that's kind of cheesy almost, because it's like we took this great hit and now we just made it better, but it's not really your idea, I feel.
Mhm.
So I mean, it's the same thing. Like in the beginning, you're doing random tasks, you're just trying to live life, whatever. And nighttime comes, you run away. I don't know. It just feels like exactly like Among Us Part 2, and I don't know. That's the only bad
Just
thing
in
I
the
have, but it
fantasy
does look fun. But I would
Among Us
play it.
high
I
definition.
definitely would play it, because like if all 5 of us got on it, I think that would be awesome.
Yeah, it would be. I would definitely try it if you guys do it. That'd be fun.
But we have to get Randall to play Among Us first.
And this is the thing. I don't like Among Us, but I do like what they did with this.
Okay.
So as I was watching it in the beginning, I was like, "Oh, it's just fucking Among Us. Like, why would I take interest in this?" I was really
Yeah.
bored in the beginning. Then I
too.
saw that they have a day-night cycle, and I was like, "All right, that's a little different. That's gonna be a long ass game, but sure, like I could kind of get
still
behind it."
I do think every one of the matches are gonna be super fucking long.
Yeah,
Like I am curious about that because it's not just
a
you
5-minute
playing
game
the
and
first
that's it.
cycle if you've been alive, then even if you live through it, or even if you die, you still have to wait till everybody else dies. I feel like it's gonna take forever and do the constant like there's no pausing or save point to continue. I don't know. I feel like each match would be at least I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, the day-night cycle really like interested me. Also, the art style, like as you said, it looks a lot like Fable. So,
Yeah.
um,
Or Bard's Tale. It kind of reminds me of Bard's Tale, like
Bard's Tale.
the,
Yeah.
the humor. You know, play Bard's Tale? That was awesome.
I don't know. Sounds familiar.
And the thing
But,
is like it's not just like we're saying that they're ripping it off. Like, well, no, sorry, not ripping it off. Like it's not that. Like the only thing about the game that's like Among Us is just the fact that you're picking out a killer. But like they
Yeah.
even ripped off the part where like you have to go and do like little tasks in or
Yeah.
around the town
That's what
while
I mean,
you're
yeah.
playing the game. Yeah, so it's like
And then you even choosing who did it.
yeah, they're
You
voting.
know, to burn
It's like
them
you're
or
voting
whatever.
you
I
off
guess
the
you're
island.
voting. Oh, yeah, so they go and they burn them, and that's how they die. Like every aspect is Among Us. Every single aspect of the game is Among Us, except when you die.
Yeah.
yeah, that
is
that
the
extra
part.
fucking world and like
But
all that shit you can do, and how you could just like actually manipulate everything that's going on, like with people.
Mhm.
Like one of the things where you could heal somebody. So with that, it's like, okay, this person getting their fucking shit kicked in. So what if I heal them
And
and
they
they end up like
run.
living and escaping?
Yeah.
So then with that, it's like, okay, like they live long enough so they could actually point out who it is.
And if you think because you haven't played it, you think about it, in Among Us, you die, you become a ghost
Mhm.
that can also do tasks.
But you
Because
can't
you
like
go around and you
You
finish your
can't mess
task.
with anything.
You kind of can. You can you can't open doors, but you can still finish your task to
hmm
complete the mission so you can win. So they really did just took Among Us and said we're just gonna put graphics towards it now.
To be fair though, like a lot of things are just ripoffs of other games.
Yeah,
or
but
if
some
not
of
just,
them,
like,
none of them
recreations.
are that blatant though. Not like I never seen that
You
blatant.
can you can definitely say a lot of the games would draw inspiration from certain things, but this
Yes.
is like
Yeah.
this is very much a ripoff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a good ripoff though.
A ripoff with
I
with
mean,
some
granted, I
extensions,
still
for sure.
play
Yeah.
it because it looks fun. Don't get me wrong, but
Mhm.
I just think it's kind of sad that I don't know.
Kevin.
No, I was trying to remember. There's a game that's like this that you can I forgot what the hell it's called.
Among Us.
No, not Among Us. It was before Among Us.
All
It's
guys.
basically shut the fuck up. No, but it's basically like you're in a town with like, let's say for example, 8 people. 2 of them are killers, and like you guys have to figure out like who's the killer. But it's not Among Us.
Among Us.
There's like a bodyguard. There's a
Is it like some like it's like a masquerade, like people's got masks and stuff?
Yeah, and then like the bodyguard can protect one person like a night, and like every night the killers can kill like one person or whatever, and if
Mafia?
somebody
Mafia?
I think
No,
so.
no, an actual game.
An actual game. And
Yeah.
Not a card game.
Oh, you mean like a?
Was
not
this like
video
a fully like 3D, like it's like realistic graphics
no, it's more like
or art style?
it's like via text. So like let's
Oh.
say for example Dan Sober is a kampai. Sober is like a murderer, right? And I'm the guard. I protect Letty, and then the same day you get killed by like, let's say Randy, right? We didn't know Randy was a killer. So if they come in, I can stop the attack or I can kill Danny, but then I need to find out who the thing is. But I don't know. It looks good. It looks good. I like it. It's very silly, and the trailer for it was
Yeah, the
really
voiceover was pretty funny.
yeah, it was really
Yeah.
it really sold me on it.
Okay.
But I'll play it. I played Among Us, so I'll play it.
I like
All
Among
right.
Us a lot.
So if you guys are gonna play it, I guess I'll play it.
Nice. All right. So we got
Nice.
a multiplayer game to play. Maybe we'll stream that.
Hey.
Maybe again that'll be Randy's first stream.
No, my first stream is gonna be exclusively to
Kingdom Hearts.
Just say it.
Kingdom Hearts.
Just say it.
It's a shot
Yeah,
time.
there you go. So all right. So while he takes that shot, we're gonna go to the next game, which is I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right. Naser, son of man. It looked like fucking like ultra violent, crazy action, side scrolling. I got Metal Slug vibes with this, like with the art style and stuff, just with like high octane, like hack and slash action with a little bit of shooting involved and weird powers and whatnot. But what really got me, honestly, was the story seemed fairly deep to me. Like they had a whole backstory with the main character as part of the trailer, which was really cool. So I really like that part a lot. Kevin, you're gonna say something?
Yeah, so I found the game. It's called Town of Salem. Salem?
Never heard of it.
Salem?
Salem. There we go. Sorry.
Salem.
Salem.
My dumb
Like to hit you hard.
Yeah. No, so Town of Salem.
Okay.
And
I
that's
used to
the
play
game
that.
that
I forgot about that.
yeah. So that's why when I saw that, I was like, oh, that's cool. I like that.
Okay. So
But
so
go ahead.
with Son of Man, I had a good feeling with that. That's like another one of those games that like I can get off of Steam, and like Danny said, like I could probably play it once, beat the game. It looks like a lot of fun, and it looks like I could really get into the story of it. Like he used to be like a king or he was a prince, sorry, and he was getting married, and he got attacked by like an army of robots. So now he hates robots. So he's on an all-out revenge trip on killing them all and trying to find out what happened and stuff like that. So that was pretty simple, but it looked cool. Kevin, what are your thoughts on that?
I like the like you said earlier, it gave me Metal Slug vibes. It also gave me Doom vibes with the executions that he was doing. And I like the art style, especially the robot Sherlock Holmes. I was like, okay, you got me. I'm enjoying this, but it does look like a one and done kind of thing. It looks like a one night stand game. Like once you beat it, that's it.
Pump and dump, if you will.
A hump and dump.
No, pump and dump.
No, it's a hump and dump because you're only gonna. Yeah, it is a pump and dump. And you know what? I'm gonna take a shot.
For what?
Fighters. That's
just
it.
'cause.
Boom. Touch your death.
Fighter games. There you go. DBZ.
DBZ.
Randy.
So I was kind of, okay. The first few seconds, it did kind of interest me because of like it's Robo Gore.
Yeah.
So it's like it's really easy for them to, as you said, like with the whole ultra violence thing, it's a really fucking violent game. So I'm like, cool. But then the more that I saw the trailer, the more creeped out I was by the fucking art style. So this falls into the same Metroidvania that Kevin was playing before with what the fuck was it? Ender Lilies?
Oh my god, that game creeps me.
I still gotta check this game out that you mentioned.
Okay, so for me it's like the concept looks really cool. It's just that the art style scares the shit out of me. Like that kind of puppeteery, like paper puppet kind of thing. I don't like it. So
I thought you were gonna compare Naser a little bit to
Dishwasher.
Dishwasher, yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah, definitely. With the ultra violence, of course.
Yeah.
So, but the thing is, there's a very big difference in terms of art style. So combat wise, yeah, I could see the whole Dishwasher thing, but it's not gonna grasp me visually because it's probably gonna make me shit my pants. So I'm just not gonna play it.
Yeah. Okay.
You can tell me how it was if you play it.
Definitely will.
Okay. Danny, what about you?
I don't like it. You know, I don't like those those Metroid ones. They all look the same to me.
Is it Metroidvania-ish, or is it just a hack and slash?
Castlevania. It looks more like Castlevania.
It just seems like a side-scrolling beat 'em up.
Yeah,
not side-scrolling beat 'em up, but like a platforming standard. Not a Metroidvania, but like a linear kind of thing.
It looks super basic. Nothing. Yeah, they added some blood, whatever, and
oil.
Maybe they gave it a good oil, whatever. Maybe they gave it a good storyline with the Sherlock Holmes thing, but at the end of the day, I can get two fucks about that game, and it's gonna come and go. I mean, it's not a game I would ever spend any time trying to play. There was way more indie games that were more interesting on that fucking list than that one. When I saw that, I was like, next.
Okay. Letty, what about you?
Yeah, I have to agree. This is kind of not my style. I wouldn't even look at this game. I don't know. It just didn't really interest me.
Why? Art style, fighting, story, nothing?
All of it.
Or you just don't like those type of games?
To me. I mean, I don't mind sidestepping games, but this one just, I don't know. It wasn't it. It didn't hit it. It's
His-
like a game I would find on the App Store and just scroll past.
Yeah,
Damn.
look at his.
But I know.
That's the biggest point that I have with a lot of these side scroller type games. My games that I want to play nowadays have to be, to me, and more advanced than actually something I can play on my phone.
Like
And that game,
Psychonauts too.
Psychonauts 2 is a great fucking example. Psychonauts 2 is a great sequel to what it was. They took the original concept. To me, Psychonauts is the perfect sequel. They took the original concept and blew it up and made it not quite a next gen game, but at least a current gen game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it felt good. It felt like, okay, I paid $59 for a good game. Thank you. That thing, unless I'm paying fucking $10 to get it for free on my phone, I can give two shits because it just looks super generic and boring. It just like not impressive at all. And that's the biggest thing. Is it does not impress.
Okay, that's fair. So the next game we got is Terrorbane. Terrorbane, I don't even know how to
Can I go
describe
first
what
on
the
this real
fuck this game is. Hold on, it's like this weird amalgamation of a bunch of like, I saw like card battle gaming, and then they had a bunch of like side-scrolling parts and then puzzle it. Like it looked like you're a glitch in a video game, and you're just like jumping from level to level trying to do something. I don't know what, but it had a interesting art style, retro art style and stuff. Commercial itself was kind of weird, like with the guy with no face, like talking to you, was talking to the audience. So Danny, yeah, go ahead.
Because I like to shit on indie games a lot in this
Yeah, you do.
podcast, right? You do. So when I saw this, the first few minutes of seconds, I got, oh fuck, another one. Oh god, I don't feel like doing this, right? But the trailer, the game itself hooked me. It was nothing like what I thought it was gonna
Wait.
be.
Go back for a second though. So what in the beginning made you be like, oh
I
fuck,
thought
it's
it
just
was gonna
another
be
indie bullshit?
I thought it was gonna be a cheesy indie RPG game. They're trying to just do humor with an RPG game and just make it old school.
Yeah.
Like, 'cause that's been the theme. Like, you showed another one. You showed a trailer of a game that all it did was show like weird mini games in retro. I forget the name of that game, but we showed it on the actual video, and I thought it was another one of those. And I'm like, oh fuck, I'm not in the mood for none of this. It's just these cheesy them trying to just take advantage of retro, because that's what a lot of things like to do right now.
And then they throw a bunch of clips at you of other parts of the game.
Yeah, up to just retro shit up just happening in the game.
No, but I mean like when all the other little parts of the game. Yeah.
When this looked like what I always say I want in an indie type game is uniqueness. Like, I want the aspect of them making the game. Yeah, it could be basic, it could be graphically basic if they want, as long as it's fucking unique. And this looks so unique with the glitches, of taking advantage of the glitches and being part of the game. That to me just looks phenomenal. Like, there's so much I think you can do with that, and I think it's gonna be so fun to figure out. It's kind of what the beauty of what Psychonauts when you first played Psychonauts. It was such a weird game. It's such a out of the box platformer that we didn't know what to think about it when we first played it. You're like, oh my god, this is so cool. This has never really been done. And that's kind of what this reminds me here. Is because it looks like they took this simplistic of RPG and they just fucking do all types of crazy shit at it. And I love the glitches and how you can use all that stuff, and it just looked like a really fun game. Like, I actually will be playing that.
Have any of you guys ever played This Is Not a Game?
That sounds familiar. What's that from?
So it's like a puzzle / like narrative type game. Like it's a kind of like a point and click, with a little bit of like action in it, I guess. But it's basically like it's similar to this game actually. It's like it's very meta. Like it knows that it's a video game, and what it is like it's like an opening scene of the title screen that says, "This is not a game, please go away." Like there's nothing for you to see here. And then you start fucking around with the screen, and you start to like see behind the curtains and how the game is made. And like this narrator is like the comic relief in the whole thing, and he kind of like walks through with you through like this adventure of you fucking with the game, messing around with it, glitching it, breaking like the signs into buttons and all this and that, trying to like progress through further and further into like deeper into what this game actually is. I don't know if you'll be into it because it's more of a puzzler than like anything actiony. But that's what it reminds me of, which is why I wanted to mention it. But aside from that, what anybody else with thoughts?
Oh, I have something here somewhere. Oh, the thing where you play with the world that seems pretty cool. It reminds me a bit of Baba Is You.
Yeah.
Dude,
Wow.
dude, am
Oh,
I losing everyone on this one?
Who the
Oh,
fuck
yeah.
is that?
Okay, so Baba
What
Is
Indian
You
game
is
are you playing?
basically it's really cute, right? So pretty much what you do is that like you keep on shifting words on this like board, and every word that like you put in conjunction with something else, it kind of like whatever the first thing is, it takes a property of what the second thing is. So
Sounds way too
the
smart
first
for me.
the first thing, it's Baba being your character, and then like is being the operative word, and then you. So you control Baba. So then if you were like to possibly have the word rock underneath it, and then you push Baba out of the way and it says rock is you take control of the rock instead. And where it says flag is win, if you would have like rock is win, you have to touch a rock to like win the fucking level as opposed to the flag. So it's like a little kind of you fuck with the world and what every single property is.
Mm-hmm.
It's really cute. It's interesting. You should definitely look into it. It's a puzzle game though. Um, but the only thing that kind of scares me about this game in particular, also it kind of reminds me of Undertale with the whole meta shit.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the only thing that scares me a bit about Terrorbane is what is it? Having too much and making that seem like a lot. Because like a whole lot of everything doesn't add up to anything sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
you don't-
mentioned
you
that
don't want-
before. It might not have his own identity, regardless of
But I
how
yeah.
much you
think,
throw in there.
but I think the big part of the game is that you control the game's super glitch, and you're making glitches, creating glitches to finish the next mission. And I think that's where the beauty of the game is going to be, is like creating
Well, but
an
the
interesting
thing that I
glitch.
understand Randy is saying though, because if you notice in the trailer, like it looks like it's a turn based, and then it turns into a card game, and then it turns into a hack and slash, and then
Oh
it turns
yeah, yeah,
into a
Yeah.
platformer,
Yeah. So
and
you
it
can't
may
just
be
be
different
like,
levels, but still.
you can't
yeah.
be
I
like,
think
oh my
I
god, like
think it's different
this
levels.
plays like every game.
Yeah.
That's not exactly the best thing that you could kind of
Yeah.
like sell yourself on. Because then at that point, it's like, all right, so what are you really as a game?
hmm
Yeah.
If you just want to be like a fucking mix of whatever the hell, you might as well just be fucking Mario Party or something. Like,
I like Mario Party. Mario Party would be fun.
You know what's
yeah,
funny?
Mario Party is fun, but I'm just saying it's like, what's your solid identity? Like, obviously, like, you're gonna have to play the game and like find the story out of anything. But I don't have much incentive to play it, but I'll definitely watch it if anything.
I got you, fam.
Hey,
Kevin.
what were we gonna say though?
Me? Oh, I was gonna say that it kind of gave me WarioWare vibes for how like outrageous some of this. So I was thinking about it, and I was like, I was with Sober on this one at first, and then I was like, man, this game like basic as fuck. And then I saw all the glitches. My favorite one was too much sword, and then the sword is just
Yeah.
like he can't carry it. And I was
Yeah.
like, I love the breaking the narrative of like what a game is supposed to be, and I like the I would say ideas that they have behind it. But I am also with with Randy that I don't want them to have too much dip on their chip, and then that shit loses itself in the blend or whatever.
Don't put too
In the
much dip in the
blender.
chip.
On his
Yeah,
chip.
it's
I
too
like
much.
that.
Why is there a chip in the blender?
No, but I'm saying in the blend, bro. You don't want Dan said blender. I said in the dip because you don't want to eat. You don't want to pick up a chip. It breaks and it just like I gotta scoop that.
And
up.
then you stick your finger in it, and you're like,
And then,
shit,
then
you
the
fucked it
person
up
you-
for everybody.
Then the person you
Right.
eat it with is just
My daughter
They're like, why is there a
dipping
fingernail in
apples in
here?
peanut butter. She
Yeah.
dropped it.
That's
and
really
then turned
good.
it, and then she grabbed it like that. She's like, I'm like, oh, fuck, you need to stop.
That's
You're making a
disgusting.
mess. It was gross. It was everywhere.
that's a menace to society.
Oh yeah.
Did we get Letty's thoughts on this?
Normally I'm not a fan of big games, but the actual glitches and how scattered it does look is what interested me in it,
Mhm.
and that I would actually give it a try.
No.
Okay.
I know it's like the opposite of what you guys were saying, like, oh, it's too much dip on the chip. I'm like, I like all the dip. I like all the dip
I
on
agree
the
with
chip.
you. I like
So-
that. I think it's
so-
interesting.
So you guys
So
are the
I think
ones
it's
who are
gonna
gonna stick
I
your
think
whole
it's gonna
hand in
keep
the
you
bowl.
guessing. The
So
game's
let-
gonna keep you guessing and keep you interested and never be bored. And it's not gonna run its course.
I'll
Granted,
jack
once you beat it, you're done. But
I'm jacking that Letty's the type of person to break like the chip breaks and she just scooped it with her hand.
No.
Everybody
Nah,
just hits
it's
you with
gonna
the
break. Yeah, it's gonna break, and she takes the other broken piece and double dips.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
I'm insulted. I'll take another chip.
No, but I do like the game. It's not that I don't want it to oversell itself. That's the thing I don't like.
Yeah.
And it's not what we expected. But I like innovation. I like things being different, especially with glitches in a game like that. I need that. Like I'm looking forward for this game. I'm gonna actually put it on my wish list and hope it does well. And the narrator for the trailer was just like he sold me when he like just
Did they have
threw
a
the
date on
water.
that when it was supposed to come out?
A lot of those games they really didn't have dates.
A lot of sometimes a lot of them didn't have dates. At
Yeah.
all.
Yeah,
Period.
but
So-
I'm pretty sure almost every single one of them would be like wish list now. So I'm sure you could wish
right.
list it on Steam though.
What the fuck is Q22? So next year,
Quarter.
I'm guessing.
Quarter.
Yeah, it's next
Wait,
year.
Q22. So first
No,
quarter. I guess?
Q1.
Yeah, first quarter.
So
So
it's
the
in
first 3
4
months.
months of the next year.
Ah,
Yeah.
April.
4?
3 months.
yeah, and it's coming out on
Oh, yeah, fuck
Switch,
me.
Steam, and well, that's it. Just that's strange.
Oh, okay.
I'll play it
Well,
on Switch.
What is it? Fucking
You're
the
playing
thing
Switch?
though is
I'll have
that
a Switch by then.
it's
Buy Switch
it's
just for
still a
that.
trailer, so I don't think they're gonna show everything that can be done. And I'm hoping
Yeah.
that there's gonna be way more than what they're showing. Because
Yeah.
if it's a thing of just like,
There's
hey,
too much
these are
dip on
these-
the shit.
yeah, if there's like, oh, these are the
There's-
6 things that like we're showing in the trailer, and those are the only 6 things that you can do, then it's gonna be a
Yeah.
huge fucking letdown.
Of course.
You
and I
want a
think
bit
they
of
know that.
surprise.
Yeah. No, and that's the thing. It's like, all right, cool. Like the trailer's nice. What else are they gonna give us? So again, I'll watch it. I'm not gonna play it.
Yeah,
But I'm hoping that it just doesn't like play it. Go ahead. I'll donate. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
just comes out to be Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3.
For
you can take a
taking out
shot.
the whole box, you need 2 shots.
There you go. I know. I'm still gonna
God
take my shot.
damn.
I'm about to take my shot
Oh,
regardless.
No,
okay.
you're gonna take 2.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. So
Sir,
so
look, if never mind. Go ahead. Go ahead.
so the next game we got going is Tandem. I know a lot of you guys. Well, not a lot of you guys. I know some of you guys aren't gonna like this type of game, but I love these type of puzzler platformer type games, especially like on a Switch. So
It's the
this was
Shadow,
really
Tales of
cool.
Shadow, whatever.
Yeah, so you're playing
Yes!
with this girl, and she's manipulating like the environment in order for like her shadow companion to like switch perspectives, and you're using the shadows as platforms to progress on. So you're supposed to both progress on together. So you're controlling both characters and switching between them. So that I thought that was really cool. It's been done before, but I just really like the art style to this one, and I just love those type of games. So I wanted to get your thoughts. And Kevin's got his hand raised.
Okay, I could do
I'll
this
be
real
right back.
quick.
Quick thing though. You
Yep.
you
Hold
do
it.
your thing.
Yeah, I could definitely do that right now.
What? What just happened?
That's my opinion.
Really? I thought you'd like this.
Nah, that shit. I was watching it and I was like, "Why is he doing this? Why is he?" I saw the clown. I was like, I'm gonna have to go. The art style creeps me the fuck out. I like honestly, it makes me like not ill, but it just makes me not want to play the game because of it has like a bunch of my traumas. I hate spiders. I hate bugs. I hate clowns.
Ooh.
So me seeing it and then like how realistic I would say the bosses looked, I was like, oh no, please, please, my traumatic brain can't handle this.
Yeah, it's got this like Tim Burton-esque or like Little Nightmares type art style.
Yeah,
Exactly. That's
Yeah,
what I was
thinking of-
thinking.
and I was like, it looks good. Like I toughed it out. I watched the trailer and I was like, it looks good. I just won't fucking play it. I'll watch somebody play that before I watch that.
So you can watch me play it.
Yeah, I can watch you play first stream, right?
You could watch me play it myself. Nah, not.
Ooh,
Every game we're gonna mention is Randy's first stream
first stream
because we know it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
And then when he streams, it's gonna
I
be
think
like, yo,
I'll
that's
stream-
your
I'll
first stream, right?
stream before he
First stream?
does. I don't know how to stream. I don't know what streaming is, but I think I'll do it before he does.
Nah, you'll
Yeah.
be surprised.
Yeah, we'll see.
You'll find me on Chatter maybe before you
Fucking
find me on
hell
Twitch.
freezes over.
Ooh.
So Randy's liking this, right?
Yes. It reminds me of American McGee's Alice,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
right? And also fucking Shadow's Tale with like all the platforming and whatnot.
Mhm.
It also kind of made me think of this old Xbox arcade game, Ilo Milo.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
No, all right.
you're losing. You're losing us,
fucking-
Chief.
It's like throwing out all these things and no one's getting it. So.
Yeah.
You told him
Nah,
to
bro.
study. You like fucking ripped him a new one on the fucking Discord. You guys need to actually look at these fucking videos. I don't
Well,
want you
okay,
to look at
here's
these
the thing. No,
fucking
no, no.
videos. They
Stop.
this is
Stop.
bullshit.
Behind the meat curtains, right?
Yeah.
Fucking no, like honestly, like it looks like a
Evie-
fun
Data
game.
became evil. Fuck, no, man. Fucking get in that whip.
It looks creepy, but like the right amount of creepy, because it's still really fucking cute.
Mhm.
So I'm
That's cute.
definitely
That-
fucking getting.
That's fucking cute, bro.
Yes, it's
Randy
cute.
loves the
It's
cute
adorable.
stuff.
I
Like
can't fucking
what was
do
it? What was the other fucking one? What was the other game? The
Cult of the Lamb.
no. First off,
Go-
I don't
go
really
call.
I don't want to play.
Oh,
Dokkan. Yes,
Dokkan,
Dokkan.
yeah.
Dokkan looks so fucking cute.
Game is
I-
creepy as fuck, bro. Fucking
Okay.
babies running. No, the baby's running around, bro. I
The
can't do
babies.
that.
Actually, I saw the little developer trailer for it, and they
Uh-huh.
mentioned that they actually did research and monitored children so they can get their movements right.
That's creepy.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Okay,
I'm
so
out.
maybe I don't want to play
I'm
this
out.
game.
So like,
Um,
and that's why we get that vibe, because they're very lifelike with the way they move and the way they look. So that's probably, it's that what's that thing where something looks
They're gonna-
creepy and real, but we know it's not real. It's
The
like
Uncanny
that
Valley.
Uncanny Valley, yes. So it's like
You're
that's
really
kind of like
bad
what we're
at names
feeling.
today,
I'm really bad,
Jesus.
yeah.
Yo,
Really
Yo,
am.
they're gonna-
I'm not even
they're-
drunk.
they're gonna have the
Yeah.
feds on us if we play that
Yeah.
game. I'm not with it. You play that, they literally busted your window, hit you with the gun. I'm like, I didn't ask for this. Day one.
I was like looking at the game like, wow, this looks pure, it looks fun, really innocent. Now it's like they were watching children. I'm like, I fuck.
Just in the park, like they won't see us.
Shit.
Do you have a
Yo.
kid here? No, we're just watching.
We're just watching kids.
Yeah, we're
Oh,
someone's uncle.
Letty, what
my
about
wife-
you?
Me and my
What
wife, me and my wife used to say, "I can't wait to have kids so we can go to Pixar movies," and I feel bad.
I got no shame with that.
Yeah, I like.
Tandem. Letty, what'd you think?
Oh my god. From the second it started, I was like, yes, a puzzle game, a platformer, a cute girl and her teddy bear. What? There's no con. There is no con. Definitely a game I would pick up.
Hold on, I got a question. Does this game give you guys Catherine? Does
Catherine?
this game give you Catherine vibes?
Not
Not
really.
with the way you do the puzzles, but I would just say how creepy. Well, for me, it's like how creepy some of the
Character look?
enemies look. Yeah, the enemies and some of the characters look. I was looking at it like it's.
I never
it's
really
a-
thought Catherine was creepy aside from like the boss battles or the boss
Yeah.
battle their
Oh, the butt?
character models.
the butt?
Yeah. But like I don't know. I never thought
The
of it
baby.
as a dark, not dark. I never thought of it as a creepy
it's a
game,
creepy game.
because it was definitely a dark game.
Oh yeah.
Danny, you're not
I
your
like
type of
that.
game.
Not my type of game. I wouldn't. I mean, I would. I think it's interesting. I can appreciate the innovative that they're doing with the puzzles and the double
Mhm.
going back and forth. I mean, I think if they even have multiplayer, that would be fun too. Like you see two people playing, and like I don't know, like harder difficulties or whatever, being
both-
really fun.
I don't. I
both
doubt
better.
it.
But it's not that I insist on picking up myself only because it's if I had to, of all the games on the list, that would probably be on the bottom. Like if I had to play every one of those games, that would probably be like like third or whatever to the bottom.
Okay. All right then.
Like I
Right.
would play it if I was forced to.
If
Not
you were
everything.
forced to,
No,
because
that
that happens.
happens-
Because that happens fairly
If I
often.
had like, yeah, I know, such a kid. But if I had nothing else to play and I was like, I'll play something because I'm super bored, I would pop it in. But
What
that's
is the
about it.
what is the condition of you being forced to play this
I
game?
say you would never play this game because there's always something to play.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm never actually gonna play it, but I'm saying I would if, for some reason, everything just got super boring to me, and I just
If it was the last game on
Something
Earth,
in-
I might play.
type of thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
Not even.
like that. The other beat 'em
he'd
up
be
game.
kicking rocks.
He'll look
that
for a
the
copy
other
of
side-scroller
Psychonauts.
game. The other side scroller game, like I wouldn't. I would never. I'd be like, nah, fuck it. I don't need to play video games. I'm good. Fine.
All right, the next game we got, I'm a bit confused with it. Well, the title, anyways. Loopmancer. This looked like another like high octane action, bloody, gory, like crazy hack and slash, side scrolling hack and slash game. And I think because of like the whole loop thing that we've been treated to lately, the whole time manipulation stuff.
That's the trend now.
Yeah, that's the trend. Well, that's what I thought with this one. Is I was like, all right, Loopmancer. It's gonna be another time game, but I didn't see anything with like time manipulation or anything that special with it that was unique in that sense. So, what kind of vibe did you guys get, even with like the title or the gameplay?
Okay, so I'll go ahead, Randy. You can go ahead.
A really bastardized version of My Friend Pedro and Bionic Commando.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did
get
had
that
the had
super
hook
Bionic
shot,
Commando.
it had the hook
Yeah.
shot thing. Yeah.
Multiple hook shot,
I
or
don't know,
maybe like
it's-
Ninja Gaiden, throw it in there like the old school Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah.
Mhm. I can see that.
It just seemed very.
What
I
about
don't know,
Strider?
It feels generic.
Strider, I could see Strider too.
yeah.
Strider
Yeah.
had never been that fast paced, but I could still see it though.
Even the remake, it wasn't that fast.
Yeah.
Nope. Slow and steady.
It was a pretty solid Metroidvania though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For Strider fans.
Yeah. It's,
Yeah,
I was a bit confused with it. It looked cool, which is why I wanted to put it on the show and talk about it, but it didn't stand out to me.
Yeah. It was just like worth looking at and going, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What next? Like, I'm not gonna focus on it. I see what they probably got inspiration from, but otherwise, like, I don't know. It's not. It wasn't really attention grabbing
Mm-hmm.
because there was no fucking USP to it, like no unique selling point. So like, what the fuck is the purpose of it?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Anybody else or different thoughts? Anybody else?
I loved it. I thought it was like.
Yeah, I was gonna say who liked it.
I didn't like it. I mean, I if I had to, you said you need to play one side scroller game this year, I'll probably pick that because it looked more entertaining for half an hour. It looks like it's entertaining.
For half an hour.
Kind of like that game you showed me. That I think that was my friend Pedro with the shooter in slow motion side, whatever. Like you said, that. Like that's to me, that's entertaining for about half an hour, and then I'm like, okay, next.
Yeah.
What else you got? So that's about it. More interested in the other. I think this looks to me more interesting than the other side scrolling game.
This may be me being old, but older. But my friend Pedro, I had a hard time playing that game. Like I loved it, and like with the action and the shit you can do in it, but like the whole like twin stick at the same time, like holding both guns and like controlling them at the same time, and then also so it's like you're aiming with these buttons, and then you're shooting with these buttons alternatively, and then you're trying to do little tricks and stuff at the same time with like these fingers.
What is happening?
He's showing up gang signs. That's what he's doing.
That's why my wife married me, because I can do all that really good.
So my friend Pedro is for you.
Oh
my
Oh, that's good.
when she's out of town, he plays with my friend Pedro.
That's my nickname for Andy.
Don't tell them,
My
dude.
Oh man. The only thing I thought of when I heard of my friend Pedro was vote for Pedro.
Yeah.
You know, there's a restaurant in New York, right?
You
That's
told me
going
that.
Dynamite thing?
Yeah. I wanted to check that out actually.
Next time you come by, we definitely out.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, like, they're hardly ever fucking open, but that's
Really?
for like another time to discuss.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Makes sense.
So that one's a no-go, I guess. Loopmancer. If you just like a generic hack and slash, I guess you can go and check it out, look it up on YouTube or something, see if that's more your taste. For some simple action. It's not bad. It's just
Watch that be my first stream.
Nothing special.
Just to fuck with all of you.
The next one that I kind of really liked, even though it's not my type of game, Squadron 51.
Get that shit away from me.
That shit is like
the airplane game.
It's the airplane game.
Nah,
Like
fuck
you're flying in an
Next.
airplane, and it's got a 1950s era film vibe. And actually, it seems like all the assets in the game are real. Like they're using real materials and doing like hold Okay. Yeah, they're doing real materials and they're using it in the game as the asset. So the plane is real, the UFOs that are flying around is real. That's what I'm assuming because they look really good.
Well, UFOs aren't real.
And I'm pretty sure they mentioned it as well. So but I could be wrong. But it's like a bullet hell shooter. It's a flying shooter. Just think of it that way. It's one of those you're just flying around, side scrolling. But
Was
it's
it
more the
Gradius
aesthetic
back in the
that
day
got me.
for the fucking
Gradius?
PS1?
Holy
Gradius.
shit.
Gradius.
Yeah, Gradius.
That's what I
Yeah,
like.
yeah, sure, kind of like that. But it's got that vibe, kind of like a Cuphead, like
Yeah.
with the old style aesthetics, except it's much older. So I thought it was really cool, and I would actually try this game. What's anybody thoughts on it? Letty, I haven't
Yeah,
heard
I
from
think you're
you.
alone.
This is not my style. Not at all.
Yeah,
I was just like, skip next.
Yeah.
This is not for me. For somebody, for you,
Yeah.
but not for
I
me.
think that's the thing with me. Like, there's a lot of things that are not my style, and I'll still be willing to give certain things a chance. And like, I don't really like bullet hell shooters, and I'd still try this. Well, Dan, we already know Danny's thoughts on it.
I just
Randy,
think it's horrible.
Not that into it, to be quite honest.
damn, really?
There's okay,
I
so
told you you're alone. You can tell that was his impression.
because here's the thing. Cuphead was its own like old school like 20s, 30s, whatever the fuck aesthetic that I had with the rubber hose like animation and whatnot, and it fit. Now this just kind of wants to do the like Cuphead meets Destroy All Humans meets the Bureau, that XCOM game
Yeah, I know.
that like set back in that.
Mhm.
It just I see the novelty behind it, but I just don't give a fuck. Because I'd much rather have like what's the thing, the Earth Defense Force or some shit, EDF.
That's a very different
Yeah.
game.
Yeah. But here's the thing. Let me get into this. I'd rather them have a game where it's those really shitty claymation giant ants than this,
Mm-hmm.
because it gives me the same vibes, but I feel like I don't know. I guess I'm just not into aliens. That's just
Maybe.
probably my thing.
It
Alien
wasn't
ants.
just aliens on there. They had UFOs and monsters and stuff, but they had like regular,
Still, it's
like
just
generic enemies
But that's the
it
problem.
visually
It
wasn't
anyway.
appealing to me.
visually.
You can make it any blob you want to call it, and it's still gonna be the same game. So it's still
Yeah.
really fun.
Yeah,
Because
Kevin.
I mean, even then, like with Japanese bullet hells, it's super frantic all the time. It's like more vibrant, colorful, or just like that. The kind of designs are more over the top, and there's like a grandeur to it. This just feels plain. Maybe
Mhm.
they could have done something with the art style, like Sin City, if anything, where you highlight certain colors and not all of them.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know what I mean? As opposed to having it just like a solid, just like film grain, kind of going black and white.
Yeah.
Because Cuphead had the film grain, but it was still in color,
Mhm.
in Technicolor, if you want to like go back
Mhm.
there. But it just seems very flat. Even with the real looking shit, it doesn't make it stand out to make it appealing.
And then the
Mhm.
trailer is it's also just as lame with the real. I get that they show the real people, so it's like to me, it's feel like they didn't even try to make a game. They try to make a weird
Movie?
video.
An FMV.
Yeah,
We're
Yeah.
going
that
back
threw
to the
me off.
Command and
That
Conquer
threw me off
days.
right away.
I could see that.
And it was in the independent section, and obviously it's featuring the game. So I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, what is this?" And I saw it was playing, and then they showed the second they showed an airplane. I'm like, "Next, I'm gonna go back to work."
Boneless.
He loved it. He getting it.
Is he gonna turn his fucking camera off again?
Take his
Nah.
take his camera off again.
No.
Just start talking about a fighting game if you don't like it.
No, it's not only that I didn't like it. It was just mainly like I saw the thing and I honestly started feeling motion sickness from watching it. So I had
Really?
to turn. Yeah, it like the way the plane was moving and the animation was just like it was not for me. And I was already like a shot. Well, I was about to be a shot in. I was just watching it and I was like, why do I feel like I'm in a vehicle? And then I like stood up and just walked out the room. And then I just let the trailer play, but I was just hearing it off my headphones.
Mm-hmm.
I like the idea of it. I'm not gonna say I will play it because I'm not really a big fan of bullet hells, but I'll give it a try. If I can
Okay.
get over it, I'll probably take some motion sickness pills while I play that game. Just
Well,
like
You'll probably
that.
just
I
watch me
haven't
play it.
been
That's pretty much it.
Nah, I gotta support them. I'll try it out. I'll
You
'cause
don't
it
have to
might.
support shit.
Nah,
Yeah, I
like
mean,
I was.
yeah, if you're not gonna enjoy the game, don't bother with it.
Yeah.
The only reason I'm not
It's-
gonna enjoy it is because the game made me ill. That's it. That's about it.
I mean, I
But
guess.
yeah,
Yeah.
but I'll try it out. I'll try it out.
Okay. We're gonna move on to some games that Danny were recommending that we talk about on the show. He sent me a couple of links to a couple of things that I kind of missed out on. So I'm lucky that he was able to send some of these. Synced Off Planet. This was really cool. This was like a co-op / battle royale / RPG ish type of Pokemon game. Because like
Fucking thought that this shit.
this is a
It's an
bunch of shit.
action
So
RPG
it's
strategy puzzle game.
it's a lot of shit, but it's actually it seems like it really does have its own identity though, because it has a bunch of those elements to it. It's a third person shooter, and you're shooting like these creatures called, well, what they called sync what they called sinks or something like that, or
Something, yeah, something like that.
something like that. They're like these digital creatures basically, and once you
Would you
weaken
say that
them,
they're Digimon?
yeah, that's more closely. Yeah, that's much better actually. They're more like Digimon, and
You
you
know,
weaken
digital
them.
monsters.
You weaken them, and then you capture them, and then you could use. You can only capture one, I guess, is from what I'm understanding from the developer trailer. But you could still chase others if you want to switch monsters, and each monster has a strategic benefit that follows you around, and they're your companion basically to try to fight other players on the battlefield. So, Danny, what did you think about it since you were the one that sent it to me?
I thought it was interesting. It kind of had like a remnant feel almost, where like not the game itself, but like how it plays, where it's like
Nice.
this tons of hordes, and you can getting collecting powers, and you're having selecting classes and things like that. It's just, to me, it just looked really interesting and more unique than a lot of the other indie games that they were showing on Gamescom. To me, that
Uh-huh.
was my favorite game that popped up. So I remember you asked us last week what was our favorite game on game, and I couldn't remember the name of this. I'm like, this was my favorite game that I saw. I just couldn't remember the name.
Oh, so this was shown last week. I mean, sorry, last week
Yeah,
before
yeah,
we
this-
aired the show.
It was showing. It was showing that. Yeah, it was showing that day.
Mm.
It was one of the things that they showed. Maybe the next day. I don't remember. Anyway, either
Yeah.
way, Wednesday or Thursday. But either way, they showed it, and I thought it was pretty interesting, and I wanted to talk about it. We just had so much already on our plate,
Yeah.
so I just didn't bother to.
Okay.
I'm actually excited, and I'll definitely play that, and it'd be a fun multiplayer game to play with people. I don't think I'll do the mode that's because they have. It looks like they have multiple modes, and one of them is like a battle royale type mode, which is their PvP. That doesn't interest me.
You know
interests
what?
me is that it's PvE.
That was my
they-
thought when you sent me the trailer for it. Like, I was so mad at you for sending it to me because I was just like, this motherfucker said he doesn't like battle royales, and he sent me a battle royale, and then and
But it's
then
not
you
a- but
find
it's a
out later that
PvE
you
battle
can
royale.
change the modes. Yeah.
Yeah, a PvE battle royale is completely different from a PvP battle.
No,
It's not even the same
it's PvE
line,
and
so-
PvP together. That's
Yeah.
one of the modes. Yes.
Yeah. And I'm just interested to see what they do.
Yeah.
See what they have. Like, I definitely play that game.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, that's
And
fun.
who else was saying that? Kevin, I think Kevin, you're also saying battle royale, not your thing, but how are you feeling about this one?
Yeah, don't even bring that shit to me. I'm gonna look away again.
Was synced also?
Nah, Sync looked really cool. I enjoyed the way it looked. I guess the Sync monster, the Digimonsters that you can capture and stuff. That made me a little bit interested. It actually made me a little bit interested to play it. Like, I would try it out. But the moment I feel like, like Apex vibes, or like the usual battle royale, because it's like you have your like set battle royale that you want to play. The moment I feel that from that game, I'll probably just drop it. But I'll give it a try. And if it's free, it's better. But who knows?
I could even see it being free, to be honest. I could see
Yeah.
microtransactions going crazy on that thing, because you could like
Yeah.
buy skins for your character or for the monsters or for your weapons and all that shit,
Yeah.
just like Fortnite does and every other battle royale.
Mike Lowry is in Fortnite now.
Fortnite. Yeah. I
Mike,
saw it
oh,
pop
Will
up on
Smith's
my-
character, yeah.
Yeah, Mike Lowry. I was like, what? Why? Why
I
this?
Because Fortnite.
Because Fortnite, he gonna do the Rick and Morty dance. All right.
Um,
But other than that, I'm done.
Okay, cool. Randy?
quick thing on the Fortnite.
Yeah.
They're doing a collaboration with MTG, the Magic
Magic?
Oh, for real?
for
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Second
funny.
Lair. It's lands, but seeing how the reskins is totally fine. They're gonna do a Street Fighter thing as well, but they did something with Walking Dead, which now Walking Dead is part of like the Magic lore, like canon in the story. So that's really fucking
Walking
weird.
Dead is the real lore with Magic the Gathering?
Yeah, because the thing is that most of what they did was like reskins of cards that were done prior.
Yeah.
Negan, Michonne, Glenn, and Daryl, they're their own individual cards. So they're
Daryl.
in the actual story now.
That's just I don't
It's weird. It's
I'm-
stupid, and I was
I'm
I was really hoping
malfunctioning right
Fortnite
now.
wasn't gonna do it. Yeah, we'll get into it another time. But fucking this game synced. I hope it's not just Division with like robots or monsters or whatever.
Yeah.
That's my biggest fear. Because like Division
Yeah.
was good for a week, and that was about it.
'Cause they did say that they wanted to emphasize on the weapons and things like that. Like they got real sound effects and blah 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 from actual guns. and
Congrats, that's wonderful. But what's your
I
game
feel like
like?
that's every other game. Yeah, but
Every
the
other game's
aspect
like
of
that.
What's
yeah,
your
the aspect
what's
of
your
the
favorite
Digimon.
one?
You could put now with audio, okay? We
Yo,
have voice actors. Congrats. How the fuck is your gameplay?
You know what that reminds me of? I don't know if y'all played that the martial artist game that he's basically deaf, and then once you beat the game, you get sound. I don't know.
Why does it
That
so
sounds really cool.
familiar?
What the fuck is this?
That's not interesting, actually.
I don't know, but I'll find the game and I'll send it. Continue talking.
Please, no, let us know what this is because that sounds really cool. Also,
There-
spoilers, but you know.
If anybody can
Um,
look it up, there is a game. I don't think it's out yet, or maybe just recently out, but it's an all audio. I think it's like an action game because you're playing as like a blind person, and you're trying to
What?
survive like this war or some shit like that. So you have to have headphones to kind of like listen and figure out like when to block and when to swing and when to like attack people and when it's like to hide and all this crazy shit. I can't remember what it is.
That sounds fun, terrifying, and really sad. So,
Yeah.
like,
I
don't know if I'm gonna,
if I
like,
could
cry
look it
while I
up,
play.
I'll post it on fucking Discord or maybe we'll talk about it on another episode or something if I could remember.
no,
it.
put it on Discord so we could all see it, and then we'll talk about it fucking next
so we
week.
can
If anything.
so we could all see it
yeah.
because we're gonna see
No.
nothing.
Yeah.
So we could all
It's
hear
literally
it.
black.
and
Like
talk
the whole
about it.
thing is just a black screen that from my understanding, and like all you're
That's
doing
really
is
cool, though.
listening. Yeah.
I think we were talking about like what is it? There's this kind of audio game that's like it's a walking simulator. Curse of the Obra Dinn, I think.
Is that when like you're making steps and you can kind of see like Daredevil style?
No,
like,
that
you
sounds
can-
cool as hell. But
There's
it's
a
pretty
game
much
like
just
that too.
What the fuck is it? There's two of them. Oh, Spirit Fair? I think Spirit Fair might be it. I know that one of them, Curse of the Obra Dinn, is basically just like you're given a small like kind of reenactment of what happened, or like it's a still image, but you have the audio that goes with it, and you have to figure out what the fuck is going on with like the entire environment based on every single still and everything that you hear.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, fucking back to Sync though. Hearing that it's like kind of Pokemon-esque, like that sounds kind of cool. I'd be down. Fucking Pokemon with guns. With real gun sounds,
real
mind
gun
you. Thank you
sounds.
for telling me that, Danny.
Letty, what about what are your thoughts?
I was kind of in the middle on this one. I don't know if I would pick it up. This is a game I might watch someone else play or
Mhm.
someone
Kevin?
else stream. Yeah.
Kevin.
Why am I being? What the fuck? I don't want to watch. I want to play this game.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems like something I would have to be out and hear more about, like people actually playing it, if it's worth it for me.
Since we're on that topic of battle royales, what are your thoughts of battle royales in general?
Fun, but they can get repetitive. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Randy, the
I'm
Quiet
bored
Man.
with it.
What?
The Quiet Man. That's the name of the game.
Oh.
The Quiet Man.
I was like, what the hell are you talking about?
Sorry for cutting you off.
Sounds like
All
a
right, I'll retract.
B movie.
No, I'm good.
Featuring Donnie Yen.
Okay. All right.
First Climate was a movie.
So we're gonna go to the next one because we got about 20 minutes left or so. Thymesia. Thymesia. Why can't I remember what this one is?
I mean,
so like
Yeah,
like a
that
film
I
type.
do remember now. Now that you mention it, yeah. So this one I wasn't feeling at all because this looked like every other Souls game I've ever seen and played.
Mhm.
It didn't bring anything that seemed like it was new or unique in any way. Like even the art style was pretty much the same. I don't. What are your guys' thoughts on this one? I wasn't. I didn't like this.
I'll go first. I like it. I'm gonna get it. Play that shit.
You like those games?
Yeah, no, I like the I just like the guy with the fucking hat.
the
He's
top
beating,
hat, the first
yeah,
one.
yeah, he was just beating the shit out of our
With a
character. I was
cane?
like, yeah, I was like, first of all, you kick him away and you bring him back like a remix. I was like, this man out of pocket. And then I fell in love with it because it's like Souls like and some Souls like horror.
Yeah.
I'll definitely play it. I'll definitely play it.
It's like I wasn't feeling. I really wasn't that interested in playing. What was that Hollow game?
Night?
Not
Huh?
Hollow Knight. Mortal Shell.
Oh,
Mortal
Oh,
Shell.
didn't you fucking play
Yeah,
it?
I did play it. That's the thing. So like, I wasn't really interested in playing it,
Mhm.
and because it was just another Dark Souls thing to me,
Mhm.
I had nothing to play, and it was on sale when I bought it. So I ended up buying it and playing it, and it was okay. But I wasn't
The
like
concept was good.
crazy about it. The concept was really great when it came to like the blocking mechanic using your shell.
Yeah, to like
It
harden
was
yourself.
it was very different from like that traditional just using a shield and shit. It was more to it than that, like using those blocking mechanics. So I really like that part of it, but for the most part, everything else is yeah.
Meh.
But I beat it. It was alright. It was good. So I'm getting the same vibe with Thymesia, and I'm not feeling that either. And if like Danny, the only way I'd play that game if I had nothing else to play
By fucking gunpoint.
by gunpoint or stranded on a desert island.
Played
With
it.
Danny,
electricity.
you sent me this link too. So what'd you think of it?
I thought it was interesting. I mean, honestly, I just finished watching history thing, not history, whatever you call it, on why the Legacy of Kain game basically didn't come out.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And
You mean
that's
like
the
that new
vibe.
one, that Sun's
Yeah,
game,
Dead Sun.
Dead Sun? Yeah.
Yeah,
Isn't
and
that infamous? Oh no, Second Son, sorry.
yeah, the reason why it didn't come out, but they were showing the graphics, showing the gameplay, and showing everything. And then when I saw this, I'm like, oh, this kind of looks like that. I don't know. I just got that vibe for some reason to me, and that's the only reason I thought it looked interesting. Yeah, it does look like every other
So it was like
the Souls-like game there is. So there's nothing that inventive, but I think I do like the way it looks.
Mhm.
And like you said, if I had nothing, it'd be like the Motor Shell. Like if I had nothing to play and I wanted something because I'm bored, I would definitely pick that up.
Mm-hmm.
But that would probably be like the only reason. But I just wanted to put it on there because I thought it was, again, better than the spaceship game that you put.
Two completely different games, but I know what you mean.
It's so fucking matter.
man's out here playing Tetris. I'm playing Polo. What are you doing?
Did we get everybody for this one?
No, sir.
No.
Missing
You
me.
get it.
Nah. Anyways, back to what we were saying. Next game, guys.
fucking
So the next game, yeah. Go ahead, Randy.
it just looks like fucking Bloodborne minus. I don't know.
Actually,
Blood.
yeah, I would see more Bloodborne and Dark Souls. That's a good point because
Yeah.
it's more
But
fast
to be
paced.
fair though, Bloodborne is still From, so it's still a fucking
Yes.
a Souls like.
Yes,
From
There's-
Saw. Mhm.
Yeah, from potato.
but Bloodborne was still kind of a different beast because it was more of a visceral, like
Bloodborne was fucking
fast
fast as
action
shit.
type of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, Bloodborne was basically just like you have to inject yourself with some shit and then like play it.
Yeah.
But it's not a bad thing. It's just Bloodborne
been
was
done.
yeah, because
It's been done.
Bloodborne was unique enough. Like okay, so the whole Souls like thing, you can have your own kind of like take on it. Obviously, Team Ninja did theirs with Neo. FromSoft had their entire Souls series. Then you have Ska with Salt and Sanctuary. You have Hollow Knight and whatever the fuck. But they all
What
have their
was-
own pacing, their own story, and it kind of like if you don't do it fast enough, you're fine. Bloodborne being the fastest one was really unique in that aspect. Thymesia, or what is it? Thymesia?
Amnesia.
That one.
Yeah.
It seems like it's trying to do something that wasn't done again, but the thing with Bloodborne is that it's a one hit fucking wonder. Because if you try to like repeat that, it's not going to work out for you.
Mm-hmm.
Because there are other fast paced games. Don't get me wrong, but they're not like Souls likes.
Sonic.
Fuck off,
It's not.
dumbass. Like Shadow the Hedgehog. Like, come on. But yeah, I'm not
Not a
really
fan.
one for Souls like personally, but I if it's gonna be anything like Bloodborne, I'd rather just play Bloodborne and that's it.
Feel you.
Because at least you know like it has quality. to
I
it.
would
Like,
I would honestly play. I would want to play a Bloodborne 2 rather than a knockoff of Bloodborne.
Yeah.
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 I think we're gonna get the remastered way before we get it. I think that's what's coming up next.
No, director's cut.
Yeah, that's the trend. There you go.
Yeah,
Bloodborne
right.
director's cut.
Yeah.
Is that everybody? Deleti, did you mentioned yours?
No, but for me, it's not a game I would pick up. I mean, I thought the level designs were really cool, but
Mhm.
it's not a game I would pick up. Again, watch someone else play.
Watch someone else play. Yeah.
I
You
got
know, give
that.
her
I
if you
got
give her
that.
Crash Twinsanity 2, dude, flies on shit.
PS2 game. I'm there.
So platformers.
Oh, completely.
Yeah.
Platformers and puzzle games a lot.
Yeah.
Crash, just a lot of
All
Crash.
right. So we got two more. The first one is Night is Coming.
Ooh.
And that
Who?
one looked like
Me.
a weird
Hey.
it looked like
That's racist.
it looked like a weird RTS horror game with a little bit of just like this I guess MOBA feel to it, or
Mhm.
I don't know. Another one Danny sent.
Man,
I
you
kind
sending some
I
weird
was
shit, bud.
I was kind of feeling this one. I don't know if it's for me because I'm extremely picky with RTS. I don't really like RTS games that much. Like I like XCOM and of course like StarCraft, but that's almost it for me.
Did you like Command and Conquer or not at all?
No, not really. To be honest, I didn't like the
Bless your
aesthetics
heart.
to it. I didn't like
Bless your
the
heart.
units and stuff like that. No, yeah. So
I'll send you a bottle of mezcal.
I like more of the sci-fi stuff, but the supernatural aspect to this game was that's I guess that's what was interesting to me because they showed like these big monsters and stuff that I guess I'm assuming they attacking like your encampment or whatever it is that you're trying to build, and you're trying to protect it at the same time. I don't know. Danny, what are your thoughts?
I put it up there because it kind of reminded me of Black and White.
A what?
Really?
Black and White.
Oh,
I got that feel of like you creating your town,
Mhm.
creating your world, and then trying to protect it against the gods, type of thing.
You guys never
know,
played Black and
that's-
White?
Oh, I love that game.
Peter Molyneux's one of his first games.
Yeah, and that's the feel I got. So that's why I put it up there because I feel like it could have that.
Mm.
You're creating your town, creating your place. These
Oh.
demons come and attack you, and then you have to protect them with your own type of demon type of things. And I didn't just kind of what the feel that I got, and that was one reason I put it up there when I saw it. I would play it. I mean, that's definitely a game I would try because it's kind of interesting to me.
You
because-
you used to be big on RTS games. Do you still play them at any
No.
point? I don't remember you playing any recently.
No,
Right?
because Lydia, Dan, and now Gracie. So I can barely play
Mm.
fucking Final Fantasy. So I gotta be super.
He plays
Yeah,
on
what I
stream
play.
because he can't do it otherwise.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's actually
I completely understand it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like for a little bit I was playing Smash, so
Well, you guys don't have no excuses. Danny does.
Yeah, I don't get much time. I can't even play Psychonauts. I can't play Psychonauts because the kids love watching that game. And there's so many. It's not bad because it's not
So-
like super raunchy, but then they just stare and they don't play it. So I literally had to turn it off. I have to turn it off now. Like they can't watch me play it because I play Final Fantasy. And they go, wait, I'm looking at TV. Fucking
I mean,
Psychonauts,
it's not a bad thing.
They absolutely loved it.
If
It's
they
just-
love it, then it's kind of like more incentive to try to play it around them.
Well, it's not that. Is they shouldn't be watching TV then. they should be playing with themselves, interacting and doing stuff.
I mean, yeah, but also like that could be kind of more time with them. Because like to be fair,
Well, actually, what I'm
um,
gonna do this weekend, which I'm gonna bust out the N6, the Nintendo,
What? The
Nintendo
classic?
emulator, the
Nice.
classic, and we're gonna play. We're all gonna play games this weekend.
Mm.
so I'm serving myself a shot preemptively because I'm gonna tell you this. So when I like most of the time I can't really like play in the middle of the day. It's either work or just like TV occupied, whatever the case. But when I do, if my nephew's still awake, I'll play like either Nier or Kingdom Hearts, and shots right here. Or just like something that I know that like grabs his attention because I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
I'm gonna use that as a fucking excuse to play. Honestly, like fuck that. That's my reason. He likes this shit. And
The problem is with the kids at that time, if they don't play, interact, and do stuff, drive out that energy, and they just sit down, then they become fucking nuts. So we have to,
okay, no, I get that.
That has to be that time, but there's also my time to play because they're playing elsewhere.
Gotcha,
And if they're playing interacting elsewhere, that means they're not driving me nuts.
So
Just sitting on my
you
lap,
can play with
fucking
Raz.
so
touching
Kevin,
my controller as I play Raz. Yeah.
Kevin, what are
To
your
be fair
thoughts
though,
on
that does
the
add
RTS
a
game?
certain challenge. I was playing fucking World Ends with you like yesterday, and Bash kept trying to like hit the home button and go Kingdom Hearts, and I'm like, no, baby, I'm playing, like like you watch.
You gotta give
Kevin,
it the controller with no battery in it.
let's
No,
move
he
on.
knows. He knows it
Let's
like
move
that.
on. Let's move on,
Yeah, go.
guys. Kevin,
What
what are your
was-
thoughts?
What game was this again? I'm sorry, I got
Night is
distracted.
Coming, the RTS game.
Oh, I liked it. It creeped me the fuck out. I want to try it out. Never played an RTS game in my life, and that would be the first. That would be first.
Seriously?
Yeah, never. That
Okay.
shit don't
Interesting.
pop it. It's gonna pop it for me,
Yeah,
but I'll
okay.
try.
And Leticia.
Oh, I was all over this. At first, I was like, okay, you're building your own village, all right. And I'm like, oh, you have to protect it from monsters? Oh, there's all these different types that sold. That's
Mhm.
it. It just looks so fun. Like you said, it reminded me of Black and White, and I used to love that game, so I'm just all about it. Yes.
First of all, I've never played that fucking game. I'm looking at screenshots, and that tiger looks terrifying.
Yeah, those monsters are terrifying. And you could like fuck with their faces and stuff, and you can smack the shit out of them if you wanted to, or
You
pet
can do
them.
the smacking thing. I used to
Yeah.
love it.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was weird.
But it definitely that's the exact feel that I got from that game was the Black and White.
It's interesting, like the whole city building thing. It reminds me of ActRaiser to an extent, the fucking game that you were playing, Danny. But also Civ, except with like tower defense.
Yeah, I can
to
see
an
that.
extent. Yeah.
Yeah.
And dude, Civilization is so goddamn good.
I usually play Civilization. I used to love those.
Not
Bro,
real Civilization.
No.
I don't like that.
Fuck people. But what is it on? No. Actually, on Steam, they're selling Civ 6 with everything. Okay, Civilization 6 Anthology, $209.85, right? But on sale, it's $29.88. I'm gonna buy that shit.
You gotta send me that shit.
It's on the homepage.
Go for it.
Oh no, wait, no, yours has like mad hentai on it. But
Yeah, bro.
so
okay, I see it. Oh, it's $29.88.
yeah,
Okay,
Did you see 86% off? I have Civ 6 on the Switch. Now, Civ 6 kind of fucking sucks, I'll admit, but for $30, I could definitely invest in that.
Sure.
And, like I could learn to like it. It's fine. I could Stockholm myself to think it's okay, even though Civ V was a lot better. It's fine.
All right, guys. So final game we're gonna talk about. This one actually got me pretty hyped. So we all remember Bloodrayne, and Bloodrayne 2, which I hated. I liked the whole concept of Bloodrayne when it first came out. This 3D hack and slash game, like you're a vampire and you like really use blood for like your health and whatnot. It didn't do so well after the first game, and it did even worse in the box office because they made movies out of that game, and they were god awful.
They made like 3 movies, I think, out of it.
Yeah. I think Uibo did 2 or 3 or both. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, he had his hand in that franchise for a while. So it seems like Bloodrayne is back. They have a trailer for Bloodrayne Betrayal, Fresh Bites. This looked like a complete change in the game. This is like a 2D hack and slash game with like an anime art style, and it looks fucking amazing. Like it was colorful but still dark. You could still be a vampire and like suck the blood out of your enemies and use it for health or power, whatever it may be. And she's got all these cool moves and powers and stuff too. Randy's shaking his head. So,
Dude, it
what are
looks
your
so
thoughts?
fucking awesome. I first off, so seeing like an old IP come back, it's always kind of hit or miss. Like it's either gonna be really good or it's gonna be fucking trash. Duke Nukem, obviously fucking garbage,
Yeah.
or an old IP coming back. Bloodrayne, this one looks like a Metroidvania,
Mm-hmm.
which I know that sober Danny is probably not gonna enjoy, but it's a nice change of pace. So I'm actually really excited for it. I didn't get a chance to play any of the old games, to be quite honest, but I have seen like gameplay footage of it and whatnot, and chances are I'll
Love
probably
those
fucking
ones.
end up like buying and playing it. To me, the movies don't exist, and you were right that Uwe like was involved in all three.
All three. Okay.
All three. His fucking garbage ass. Um, yeah, I don't know. The art style looks really nice. The combat looks pretty solid. I like the monster design. Um, it seems like a good reboot or like a refresh, if anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think this is a
So
good take on it. It seems like that's the way to play it safe with a lot of franchises. Like when they try to come back, they don't try to come back like 3D like they used to. Like I remember Ukulele didn't do so well when it came out, and they made like
Mhm.
this 2D like platformer instead, and that was actually more well received.
did they?
Yeah, so it's like, and then you look at Sonic too. Like Sonic, they tried to do the whole 3D thing. A lot of them just bombed, and they went back to their 2D roots, and they're starting to pick up a little bit more steam. Some of them are
Oh
like really
yeah,
well done. So it's like this is the way to go. Like for a lot of those like comeback franchises, and I really like
yeah.
this
Because
one.
for in terms of Sonic, comparing '06 to Generations,
Mm-hmm.
fucking night and day,
Mm-hmm.
honestly. Because Generations was really goddamn good.
Fuck with
06
six.
was
What the
06 was a
fuck with
fucking
six?
we wish it didn't happen. I mean, to be fair though, Sonic did have its gems in 3D adventure,
Yeah, it had its
and
moments.
even Shadow, as like shitty as the writing was, like
Sonic
no, no, no,
Hero.
no. Shadow the Hedgehog had really it had super cheesy fucking writing, but goddamn was that game a gem in of itself.
The black creatures. That's all I heard, and I was like, this sounds a little bit racist.
So night really do be coming, okay? But
so
no,
Randy,
this one
Randy's liking
honestly,
it. Yeah.
I would like pay full price for. It probably seems like it's gonna be like an indie release, so it's maybe gonna be like 20, 30, $40 even.
Mhm.
But if it ends up being like a full fledged thing, like I'm really excited for it either way.
Where does the same Metal Slug come back? Didn't they have a comeback game, Randy?
They had an anniversary. Oh no, Metal Slug Tactics being the mobile game. I know that much.
Oh,
They're
there's a
gonna
mobile
release a
game.
yeah, they're gonna release
Yeah.
a mobile like kind of turn based tactics game
Okay,
for
but
for
but
Metal
it's
Slug
not an
series.
original shooter style like
No,
Metal
no,
Slug.
no, no, no.
Okay, not yet.
But
Anyways.
they do have the 50th 50th anniversary of Metal Slug,
Anniversary.
I think.
Yeah, the anniversary's coming up.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. What is it? It's Pix and Play. There's some fucking thing that they reboot a lot of SNK games into like actual like this format and release them like wholesale to an extent. I actually got Garo Mark of the Wolves like a fucking Final Fight or Fatal Fury type of shit.
Mhm.
Off of that, so I think they're still doing their sale for the 50th of Metal Slug if you want to check that out. Because I mean, it comes with like every single fucking Metal Slug game, so
Yeah, those
it's
games are
definitely
too
worth
hard
checking
for
out.
me. I can't do
Really,
them. Not
dude?
anymore, anyways. I used to love them
that's
as
the
a
thing.
teenager.
I got the Metal Slug Anthology for the PSP like way the fuck back when, and that game is so goddamn irritatingly hard. But that's like the novelty behind it, personally.
Hmm.
Like you play it, you die, and you keep on dying, and you get pissed off, but you enjoy it still. Like that's what the fuck it was, because it was made to like eat your quarters.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. So, all right, Danny, Bloodrayne.
I thought it was interesting. Like I said, everybody said the same thing. I just thought it was a new cool take on a franchise that's dead because the movies killed it.
Oh, dude, very dead.
Yeah. So I think this is a fun way to bring it back a little bit. Maybe even give it the, if it does do well, give it the notoriety to to do the other one better. To remake it or whatever to do it. Because if this does
You
make
mean in
money, and people
3D?
do yeah, the original,
Yeah,
and they remake it
I
altogether.
think I think they
Because
should just stick to
it
this.
had
To
a
be
great
honest.
concept. Well, again, if it brings enough notoriety and people go, oh, look, this enough interest, then
Yeah.
people will go, oh, maybe we should go back to maybe these characters are worth looking, because the characters and storyline, everything about it was interesting. It was
Mhm.
cool. It had that blood omenish feel,
Mhm.
to it,
Mm-hmm.
and I think they just need to elaborate a little bit better. I really do think that the movies destroyed the series.
Definitely.
Absolutely destroyed it. So
All right.
that's why.
One thing though is that if they hopefully like this Metroidvania does kind of like bring attention back to Bloodrayne and like bring it back to its height in terms of games. If they do end up doing something with it, they could do what they did with the Jack and Daxter series, where they bought them all back to like PS4, just like,
Yeah,
kind of like HD
yeah.
remaster.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because they have Precursor Legacy, Jack 2, Jack 3, and Jack X or Racing or whatever the fuck.
Mhm.
Like no one cares
Yeah.
about those because it's part of the series. It's just like why the fuck not? Because
To be
honestly,
honest,
the best ones were like 1 and 2.
if they did a
Yeah.
3D version of Bloodrayne, I still wouldn't mind them sticking with like the anime style, like but
Mhm.
just still make it 3D like they did with what's that the Bloodborne, not Bloodborne, the Dark Souls type game, but it looks anime style.
Code Vein.
Code Vein.
Yeah,
Yes,
side-scroller.
yes, that type of art style with Bloodrayne still like being 3D, I think would look cool.
Code Vein and Scarlet Nexus, no? Isn't
Scarlet Nexus
kinda
too.
like anime?
Yeah, it's got that same
Yeah.
aesthetic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. Kevin.
Bloodrayne. Did y'all see those fucking combos? that's all I have to ask. Did y'all see the combos? I was like,
Take your shot.
Yeah,
Well,
just
combos,
say it right
yeah.
there. It reminds me of that one combo.
it reminds me of that one combo in Devil May Cry when if you
And fighters when
no, I'm not even gonna do fighters. It reminds me of that one combo in Marvel vs. Capcom
No.
3.
Oh, there we go. See,
Yeah,
a 2D fighter. Still a 2D fighter. There you go.
yeah, I know. It had amazing the combos. It was looked amazing. The art style. Yo, I'm not going front. She kind of bad. Like the new, OD bad. Like to the point that I was like, am I fine watching this? Like, can I watch this alone? Like I saw while we were on stream, and I was just like, okay. this is happening.
Everybody's got
stream on
their
Chatterbait?
everybody's
Fucking
got their Lady
MFC?
D. Everyone's got their
Bro.
Lady D.
Dude.
Yo,
Big
and then,
lady.
and then when you guys were talking about she could suck blood, I was like,
Yo, she could suck something.
nah, but
And
I love.
that's blood because she's a vampire, obviously.
Yeah,
like-
yeah, no,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
But my little 14-year-old brain was just like, yeah, she can suck blood.
She could bite me.
She can bite me. It's all right. We can be good. Oh no, I slipped and cut myself. Oh, all this blood is going away.
It's all going to
See,
waste.
now to like piggyback off of what Kevin said on her being bad. So we all know the Tomb Raider nude glitch or whatever the case.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that makes you explode.
Bloodrayne had that. Oh no, that was later on. Bloodrayne had that too at some point. So are we gonna, by any chance, we'll ask the developers, are we gonna see any of that in the?
They'll probably make her explode. Like this,
Yeah.
this the
I
thing.
hope not.
You die one hit.
You
No,
die one
dude.
hit.
If it's coming out on Steam, I can guarantee you someone's gonna make a mod for that shit, and it's gonna be terrible. Because
Oh,
like
my God.
the PC fucking that community is just straight.
I mean, they've
degenerate.
already put Lady Dimitrescu in like the lingerie
Lingerie.
and fucking
Yeah.
S&M
Lingerie.
shit,
with
and
the,
oh
with
my
the
god,
thing to spanker, yeah.
There's also
This-
the extra thick Lady D,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I've seen that one.
which it doesn't make any sense because like there's already so much thick. Like,
She-
come on.
She's
you
literally
guys-
a brick house,
You guys
bro.
need to stop.
And she's mighty. Letting it all hang
Yeah.
out.
Let the you got the final word for the game. Just ignore
Oh,
the
they're gonna
men.
press her about me. I was like, no, don't.
Well, I have never even heard of the series before watching the trailer,
Uh-huh.
but I'm like, okay, pretty redhead waifu that slices enemies up. That's all I need. I'm good. Like,
And she's sold.
the game looks
One of us.
One of us.
literally. I'm like, redhead waifu. Okay, that's all you needed to say.
Yeah.
It's over.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I do
all
like
right.
the series.
it's-
The series is fun, especially with like Tomb Raider and whatnot.
Oh,
yeah. It's
We love
unanimous with
powerful
that
women
one.
here.
We're
Because the
gonna
thing is that Bloodrayne is really good in of itself. Like,
It was really
yeah,
good.
it's
at
kind of
first
like
time, yeah.
when you look.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if it would
looking
be
back,
good.
you're like, eh.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I think that's it. We're gonna end it there with that. Letty, since you're one of the new ones here, I got a question for you. What is your favorite game that you always talk about?
Oh, a game I always talk about. It has to be probably Crash. Any Crash game.
I put it in chat.
Twin Sanity?
Nice.
Twin Sanity might be one of my favorite games ever, but yeah, I probably do mention
She
it.
knows
so any Crash.
every
So
beat for
okay.
like that soundtrack.
So
And it's not even like I'm joking about that. It's like she will sing along with it. And she's like, "Oh, here it comes," and then she goes even further. Once the transition happens, it's seamless. Where she goes, "Here it goes, next level," and then just keeps on going. And I'm like, "What the fuck is happening here?"
Okay, the
that's
soundtrack to that game is everything.
so that's gonna be her thing then. So whenever you join
any
us,
Crash
if
game.
you
Whenever
talk
she
about
mentions
Crash,
Crash,
you're
shot.
taking a shot.
Ooh, okay.
So Kevin, what's yours?
Fighting
Fighting
games or
games.
fighting game terms.
Yeah.
No, just give an example so you can have a shot. Because I'm gonna mention mine and have a shot.
Oh,
with you.
fuck it. Touch of Death. Yeah, Touch of Death for Goku Black. I'm gonna
There
just
you
take a shot right now.
So then for me, let's do this for a new viewers too. So Kevin has fighting games. Me, Randy Ragnarok. I have
Right.
Kingdom Hearts.
I'm doing a special
obviously.
for you. I got Destiny. So I'm
Right.
using bourbon.
Man's mixing out here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'm taking singles, not doubles. I'm like, I value my life today somehow.
Somehow.
Yeah,
Somehow.
it's alright. I got work at like 8 hours. I'll be okay. I'll figure
Oh
it
no.
out.
I'll live.
I'll be okay.
That's funny.
And then fucking sober Danny over there. It's probably what, Final Fantasy?
Final Fantasy, yeah.
Probably
Yeah,
Final
we're gonna have to
Fantasy.
do that shit because this man.
Final
He'll
Fantasy.
take a
I love
hard
Final
swig on
Fantasy.
his Sprite, so you can give him like gas or something. I
No,
guess.
get him that McDonald's Sprite.
I know it's fizzy as fuck, right?
It'll cook his insides.
Yo,
All
what
right,
the fuck?
so we'll give a cheers. We'll give a cheers to all the bullshit, all the games that we play, and
Cheers.
to Letty, one of the
and-
new ones in the group now. So,
Take one for
Kampai.
Crash.
Yeah.
Crash.
Oh,
Okay.
For Crash.
So that is it.
Wait,
That is it for this episode. What happened?
what about the question of the month?
Yeah. that
Holy
was the-
shit!
Yeah.
Well, we don't have time for it though. What was the question? Holy shit!
What
What
game
game made you the
that-
gamer
What
you are today?
game? Yeah,
I mean,
we don't.
okay. So to be fair, with Gamescom going on right now, like we could save that for when it's like over and we're
Sure.
done with the
Yeah,
news
yeah.
on
Which is
that.
next week. Next episode, we'll have more time to talk about just regular game news, and we'll
Kingdom
talk
Hearts.
What
about
we're playing.
what we're playing, what we're drinking, and then we'll talk about
the
the community
spoilers
questions.
for
So
Psychonauts.
for
and
anybody,
spoilers for The World Ends With You.
fucking
Come on, I
goodness.
want to play both
So
those games.
for
Fuck you
anybody-
guys.
Motherfucker, when are you gonna play it then?
Soon.
For
Wow.
anybody new listening, we do a monthly community question, so that way people can come up with something. So this month, we'll talk about it next episode, and that is what game made you the gamer that you are today. It could be your favorite game, or it could just be something that just got you into the gaming industry in general. Whatever works for you. Game guessing, yeah, we play games also on the podcast, but obviously because we got so many games to talk about for Gamescom and stuff, we're not going to do any games either, or guessing games or anything like that, or Jeopardy. There is possibility of us doing another Jeopardy at the end of the month. I'm looking into that right now because we might have
I'm
some
gonna smoke
special
everybody.
we might have some special guests coming in on the 30th of September, which is the guys from I Play All Day podcast, or was it podcast?
Mhm.
Yeah, podcast. So these guys are really cool. They're super chill, and it's just two guys that talk about gaming, just the shit that they love, just like we do here. So they may be joining us at the end of the month, and we'll play some Jeopardy as well. If you guys are interested in joining us, just join us in chat. We do it live every Thursday, 10:30 p.m. Eastern time on Twitch. You can also go on YouTube if you guys want to see the episode after the fact. I'll post it up about a day or two later. So just look for TDG Gaming Podcast or check the drunkenguardian.com for all the links as well if that makes it easier for you. Also send us emails. You can send us questions if you'd like. So we could talk about it on the show. I'll give you guys a shout out. You can join us on the show as well. That's a possibility. I want to do something more closer with the community, and I want you guys to join in on that. So there's that. Which is why we play games and why we do the community question and stuff like that. So any final thoughts before we go?
It's also why we secretly drink.
You can also send the anything by carrier pigeon. We'll receive it in a month, but
at least we get
it by carrier pigeon. Yeah,
at least we
we'll
get it. Yeah, just don't feed it any rice.
Yeah.
Look, right? You ever seen that happen?
No.
Have you? I feel like you have.
No, it doesn't actually.
Danny's a masochist.
The stomach is full.
No, he's a
full of
sadist.
my
He's a sadist, yeah. Kevin Boneless Bones, he's got his own Twitch. Go ahead, Kevin, and YouTube.
I'm fucking drunk. Hi, Boneless Bones here, back at it again with another stream with the lads and the misses. I stream on twitch.tv/TV, and I mainly play fighting games. I'm venturing out, trying some new things. I also have a YouTube, same thing as before, just the _TV does not exist. So it's just Boneless Bones. And I love to see you guys over there. Stay powerful, stay beautiful. I got to do that without fucking it up.
Does he have to take a shot every time he mentions that he plays fighting games on that thing?
No,
this
that's
is
part
promotion.
of his promotion, so it's fine. He's excused on that end.
Yo, shut the fuck up.
I mean, unless he wants to, and then I'll take one with him. Fucking.
I think
Fighters?
Damn,
Heard you.
do we have time? I don't know if we'll fuck around. So we got Randy. We got the Randy the Ragnarok, and Danny's the Sober Guardian. I'm the Drunken Guardian. We need a nickname for Letty.
Letty.
Latios.
Gladios?
Latios.
Latios?
Yeah, the Pokemon.
The Pokemon.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know no Pokemon after the first 150. That's it.
After what?
After the first 150.
69.
After the first
69.
68? Yo,
That's
it was
all I got up
151
to.
you sicko.
Oh, that's a question I'm gonna ask. Heard you.
What's it
What?
up to? Anybody know what it's up to right now?
700 something. I
Oh
think
my
maybe 8
God.
or something.
Yeah, no, I'm not memorizing any of that shit. But maybe we'll figure that out next episode, I guess. So yeah, that's it. Have a good night, everybody. We'll see
Wait,
you.
wait. Kevin and I have to take a shot on
Motherfucker, I just sucked this shit whole.
Oh, you blood
I
rated it?
didn't see-
Okay, fucking.
You gotta take it together.
Oh,
What was it?
fuck.
Picture didn't happen?
Oh my god.
What?
My kidneys.
The liver. Cheers.
All right.
Alright.
Word tomorrow.